Alright, you've completed task 1. Now you are working on task 2, which is starting to create a house. Now with the house, we're going to use some of the skills that we learned from task 1, like drawing lines and such. But now in task 2, you're actually going to start using some of the texture features and really start learning how to make things realistic within SketchUp. Alright, so I'm going to move out of my slideshow. I'm going to go to my tab again. I've had SketchUp bookmarked, which makes it really quick and easy to access it. Alright, while we're letting that load, let's take a good look at the requirements for task 2. Task 2, we got to make sure we add a sloped roof to it. We're going to put a fireplace on the front of the house. We're going to draw a door and start to add some windows to that, as well as we kind of need a grassy area for this house to live on. Alright, so we opened up, we've got our model here, and alright, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit and use my hand tool and kind of pan over the side so I have some room to draw my house. I'm going to first start off with the grass. I'm just going to draw a nice big plot of land for this house to build up on. Alright, now that I've got that drawn, I'm going to draw a house or a rectangle on the front of the house, and then I'm going to pull that up using my push-pull tool. So I got my push-pull tool over here. I'm going to pull that up now. And now I got to put that sloped roof on it. So here I'm going to use my pencil, and I talked to you earlier about how it can snap to certain points on a line or a shape. And what we want to do is snap it to the middle or the midpoint. I'm going to click there and draw forward. And then I'm also going to now go to the back of the roof, and what you'll see see that green line? That means it's a smart point, and it knows that that's actually parallel to this point here. So I can draw a line up there to the other part of the roof at that midpoint. Now that I have those drawn, use that push-pull tool again, and I'm going to push away that roof, and then now I'm going to draw my fireplace on the front. I'm just going to draw another rectangle. All right. Now, one of the aspects of this assignment is adding textures, and textures are over here. Textures, there's all types of different materials and textures that you can paint it with. So I'll grab my paint bucket. When I activate my paint bucket, you notice this materials tab opens up. And what we want to do is click on this browse button, and that'll pull up all kind of the realistic materials. All right. Now I'm going to paint around the house with cladding. So I'll grab kind of this line kind of cladding. I'll grab my orbit tool and make sure that we turn it around and paint the back side of the house. We need to paint our carpet, or not our carpet, our grass, and that's going to be under vegetation. So I'll give it kind of a nice green grass. And then we need to put something on the roof. Let's find some shingles to put on the roof. Shingles would be under roofing. There we go. So let's go to our roofing and find some shingles to put on the roof. Now I want to show you kind of a neat trick with SketchUp. Now I could pull up my fireplace, but if I do that, then I'd have to spend time painting each different side. But I'm going to undo down here in the corner. I'm going to bring that back, and I want to go back to my brick texture, my brick material, and I want to paint this rectangle brick. And then now watch what happens when I use that push-pull tool. So now when I pull it up, that whole shape is now colored with that same texture. So when you're using SketchUp, try to think of ways that you can work faster and smarter. Don't work hard when using the computer. Alright, so I've got my house textured. I need to draw a door on the front. There's my door, and I'll come over here and give it a different type of material. Maybe for this I'm just going to give it a color. I'll give my front door kind of a brownish color. Alright, and then now I need to draw the windows. So I'm going to draw one window here, try to match that window on the other side here. And now one of the other really neat materials that you can add to your model is window coverings. Or no, not window coverings, sorry. Glass and mirrors. Alright, now what's neat about glass and mirrors is they are transparent. So I'm going to paint this this blue, and then now as I orbit around, you can actually see inside of the house. You see that there? So all the glass and mirrors are kind of translucent or transparent materials, which is really neat if you go to do something fun like paint your house a glass color. But I don't want you to do that, so just undo that. So again, I'm going to use my zoom extents, which kind of pulls my whole house out, and I can see it all now. Again, once you have that done, let's go up here to save, and we're going to make sure we're in our Trimble Connect account. I have that folder called Sketchup, and I'm going to call this Task 2 House. Once you have that saved and have that done, you are welcome to move on to Task 3. Alright, good luck, and hopefully you've learned something new about the texture tools and navigating around again in SketchUp. Thanks for listening.